Hello, hello. Okay, your daily tip for the commitment challenge. One of the adages that you may have heard before, which I would love to repeat for you here, is if you're interested, you'll do it when it's convenient. But if you're committed, you'll do whatever it takes. And that's the truth. That is absolutely 100% the truth. If you're interested, you'll do it when it's convenient. If you're committed, you'll do whatever it takes. But why is it so hard to show up for ourselves, right? Like, why is it that we can say we're committed, we can like rally and say, I'm going to do it, and then we go, fogged out on ourselves, right? We procrastinate, we distract ourselves, we find other more important things to do. And this is classic. You are not alone in this, okay? Fabulous hair. Thanks, Allison. So at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, am I interested in achieving what I say I want to achieve? Is that goal, that desire that I have, something that I think I should do? It would be nice to have. Maybe it's sort of a when I have time kind of thing. Or is it something you're absolutely 100% committed to? That's your first level choice. Second, how do you stick with it, right? How do you not go fog out on yourself? Well, the first thing you have to understand, and some of you will know this already, is that you have a set point. You have a set point for how much good you can receive in your life. That's one way of putting it. But you can talk about set points in terms of how much money you are able to create for yourself. You have set points in relationships. How much like good feeling can you have in a relationship? You have set points in how good you can look. Okay? You have set points in how much time you're willing to spend on self-care, right? We have set points for everything. Okay? How much health can you have in your life? And our brain has this cybernetic calibration in it to keep us at our set point. Even if we say we want this, our brain keeps us at our set point. And it does that through the distraction, through the other responsibilities. These people need me. I need to do this first. This is more important. And, it fills your calendar, fills your time with all sorts of other important things. And this is how we go distractomatic on ourselves. We go like, oh, look at the squirrel over there, and we're down a road, and then where did our commitment go? Okay, so it's not enough just to say, I'm going to do it, I'm going to commit. That's why I've created the commitment challenge, right? We need to create accountability, structures, okay, a format, and clear goals. One of the things that I note, and I don't know if you guys are tracking this, but when a new person joins the commitment challenge and they tell me in the Facebook group what their goal is, oftentimes, and this happens to all of us, okay? I'm not alone in this. I have to do the work too. The goal is very amorphous. Like, I want to meditate every day. Well, that's great. That's a great thing. How long are you to meditate? What does done look like? Okay, so we have to have those clear goals. And this is one of those things, and I'm going to make a pitch for myself here. It's one of those things that I help my clients with. Okay, in the Unstoppable Woman Income Breakthrough Business Acceleration Bootcamp, okay, we start with what do you really desire, right? What is the juiciness, right? Let it be really juicy and right brain, creative, imaginary. And then we go into how do we translate that into very clear goals? Like, and inevitably people do the work, and then we have a conversation and we clarify, because our brain wants, this is a very clever way of our brain keeping us at our set point. If we don't have clear goals, how can we achieve them? Our GPS is not set to anything. We're going to go in circles again and again and again, year after year. Okay? So one of the things you have to do is have clear goals. Okay? So And then you have to have a structure. Okay, this commitment challenge is about doing it daily. That's the very simple structure, right? Do it daily, post that you did it, right? You know, hashtag, you know, I am unstoppable, day number, whatever, right? Okay, like that's the structure. It's not complicated, okay? But what does it do? It puts you in a lane, okay? And we all need structures. This is what like creating an action plan for yourself does. It creates a lane. So in your business, I'm a business coach, so in your business, you need a lane for yourself to go into, not to be all over the freaking place, because that's how we go interested instead of committed, okay? That's how our brain distracts us, okay? So you need a clear lane, a clear action plan, okay? Here in the commitment challenge, it's posting every day. I've done it. Okay, doing it, obviously. That's kind of part of it. I hope that's obvious for you. Okay. And then accountability, right? That's so huge. And here, it's very clever. It's a very clever thing that I'm doing. Hopefully you're wise to it, right? We're doing it in a public forum. We're going to use our desire to show up well in this world. Okay, we all have this. Like, how are we working with our tribe, right? How are we presenting to the world, right? We're going to use that little nugget inside of us to hold some accountability. You said you would do it publicly. Woohoo! Okay, now show up and do it. Okay, and that's an accountability structure. Okay, that's why working with a coach where you have like, what did you say you were going to do? What are you going to do? Kind of structure. Now, I'm not the kind of coach that's going to like whip your ass in terms of like chasing you. I believe that the women who want to work with me are really quite driven, quite self-motivated, quite personally responsible. I'm not going to chase you, but I am going to hold you accountable. Okay, meaning like, hey, are you doing what you said you were going to do? Okay, so that's what I've got for you today. This is one of the ways that we can help ourselves be committed. So let me review them. Accountability, clear structure, and clear goals. Okay, rock it out. Have an awesome day. I'm Amira Alvarez, founder and CEO of The Unstoppable Woman. Be unstoppable. Rock it out. Bye.